Hello everybody, my name is David Landers. I'm a part of the Clinton Builders program, and I'm here to interview John Osiri about international business.
So learning how to deal with other cultures and developing high emotional intelligence is really what will set you apart as an international business major.
And how many students are international business majors?
Well, we currently have about 100 students. It's actually the smallest major in the College of Business, and we like that number because it really gives us an opportunity to be able to put our hands around every student.
And can you give me some examples of internships that your students are receiving, and are they paid?
Well, students get to work in a variety of functions in business. Recently I have a student who went to China to work for a company called Resource Pro, and that student spent the entire summer working with that particular company. And yes, it was a paid internship. However, there is still opportunity for students to work in internships just for the experience.
So what kind of businesses hire international business majors?
So now students could be international business majors with emphasis in, again, finance, management, marketing, supply chain management. So it depends on your functional area. So students get to work in their particular field. But again, what would set that student apart is really that knowledge of how to conduct business across cultures when they enter the workforce.
And kind of going off of that, what kind of work could I expect to be doing in like 10 years?
Again, I tell students all the time, when they come to me for advice, I tell them to think about what they want to do with their lives. So if the student want to go into finance, we help them along those lines, and we hope that in 10 years, and if their vision, their personal vision, hasn't changed, they would have made great gains and moved up the ladder in their particular disciplines.
And how could I find out more about how to be an international business major, and who would be somebody to talk to about that?
Well, I think a great place to start is our advising unit. We have amazing staff members who understand our curriculum, and that would be a good place to start.
Well, thank you very much for teaching me more about international business. I appreciate it.
Why should I become a finance major?
So finance is a major that is broad and can just create opportunities for students across lots of different fields. Insurance, banking, corporate finance, personal wealth management, investment banking, real estate, lots of different types of companies and opportunities.
Okay. And how many students are majoring in finance?
We have almost 600 majors in finance. I think we conferred almost 170 degrees last year.
Can you give me some examples of internships that our students are receiving?
Sure. Students have worked at Emeritus, working within the investment side of the house, internships at Nelnet, Union Bank, FDIC, working as a bank examiner.
Okay. And so what kind of work can I expect to be doing in an internship?
That's going to vary pretty dramatically depending on the type of internship you have. So like I said, one of our students I know just did an internship at the FDIC, so she was actually going out on bank exams. Another student I know is working more as a credit analyst inside of a bank, and so that's a different type of work.
I expect to get paid for my internship?
Most all internships that I'm aware of are paid internships.
And who hires finance majors?
As I said, it's pretty broad, insurance companies, Emeritus, Assurity, to banks, Union Bank, Bank of the West, to investment banks we've placed at Credit Suisse and other investment banking firms, to corporations such as Koch Industries or Nelnet or TD Ameritrade.
And once I graduate with my degree in finance, what kind of work will I be doing?
The different types of job titles that we have, if you go kind of the banking route, it would be like an assistant bank examiner, a financial institution specialist, perhaps a little bit more of a corporate route, which would be like accounting analyst, corporate treasury analyst. Investment banking would be more an investment banking analyst or an investment associate. And if you go more to the personal wealth management, then it would be personal financial planner, personal banker.
And what kind of work can I expect to be doing in 10 years?
But you could be, managing a fairly large investment portfolio perhaps, or developing a client base where you're managing a certain number of clients and their wealth. It could be within the corporate hierarchy that you're moving up the ladder towards the CFO position.
How can I find out more about being a finance major?
Certainly talking to your finance professors, talking to people in career services, taking advantage of our employer and residence program that we have at CBA, where we bring in employers from lots of different companies.
And can you recommend a professor I could talk to about majoring in finance?
Or certain tracks, there might be people to talk to over others. So for example, the CFA track, Dr. Richard DeFusco is the professor that kind of oversees that track. On the banking side, Dr. Dudney and myself are probably the two faculty that are most familiar with the banking.
And what student groups or clubs should I consider joining if I'm interested in finance?
The main finance-specific club is Big Red Investment Club, and Dr. Glenn Williams is the faculty member that is the advisor for that.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.